In an earlier video, I talked about huge catalysts coming up this year for AITX that could have a big effect in sending the stock higher. On October 19th, AITX released an updated quarterly report, which included a revenue improvement of 400% versus the same quarter last year. Then on October 21st, AITX raised revenue guidance for Q3, which ends in November. This is huge. I'll share details with you today that cover improvements in many areas. Also, AITX came out with some incredible new designs for their security products that I will also share. This Business Wire article highlighted some of the fantastic improvements AITX has made. But remember that OTC stocks are highly risky, so I only invest money in OTCs that I can afford to lose. High risk versus high potential rewards. And remember that this is not financial advice, but for entertainment only. Hi investing friends, this is Lynn, and welcome back. So let's go and review today's hot stock. But first, if you could give this video a thumbs up in return for all my efforts analyzing this stock, it would be greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, subscribe to our newsletter. You'll find the link in the description below for more videos like this one, and to get notified about our upcoming courses and upcoming videos. Of course, AITX, through its subsidiary Robotic Assistant Devices, Inc., or RAD, is redefining the $25 billion U.S. security and guarding services industry through its lineup of innovative AI-driven solutions as a service business model. RAD solutions are significantly designed to provide a cost savings to businesses of between 35 and 80% when compared to the industry's existing manned security guarding model. RAD delivers this cost savings through a suite of stationary and mobile robot solutions that complement or replace the need for human personnel in environments better suited for machines. All RAD technologies, AI-based analytics, and software platforms are developed in-house. AITX, along with its subsidiaries RAD, RAD-G, and RAD-M, have developed two exciting new apps, RAD Lite, My Way, and RAD AR, which provides augmented reality, plus the announcement of the RAD 3.0 updated product line. AITX CEO Steve Reinhardt was thrilled to point out that both subscription revenues and sales revenues saw dramatic increases year over year. Many of us have had concerns about the share dilution that has occurred at AITX in the past and the potential for even more share dilution. It's great to see that AITX eliminated almost all of the dilutive financial instruments because substantially all of the convertible debt has been paid or converted. The number of Series F converted preferred shares were then reduced, and the Series F shareholders have agreed not to convert their shares before August 2023, unless there is an uplisting of the company's stock or an asset sale. It's also important to know that device parts inventory of 488,000 were hugely increased from the 25,000 in the past year, an increase of 1,852%. This would enable AITX to remain more competitive when they have product for immediate delivery. Of course, Steve Reinhardt has been promising that AITX would upgrade and improve their product line, and AITX research and development spending for year-to-date through August 31, 2021 is up 602%. Robotic Assistant Devices, or RAD, sales growth for the company reports that for the quarter, device subscription revenues, which is a recurring monthly revenue, increased 69% over last year's quarter. The company reports that its sales funnel continues its solid growth as its sales team continues to produce significant activity and results. RAD President and CEO Mark Fulmer commented, "We expect to close the month of October with an additional RMR of nearly 14,000. This will bring RAD's total RMR to just over 80,000. We're expected to close the 1 million annualized RMR run rate in the current fiscal quarter ending November 30th. Reinhardt stated that these second quarter results reveal their constant grind, inventing new products, penetrating new markets, and improving financial results. Total gross profit for AITX 6-month period ended August 31st, 2021 was $549,028, representing an increase of 454,000% of $94,000 for the same period last year. The gross profit percentage of 78% for the 6-month period ended August 31st, 2021 was higher than the margin of 68% for the prior year's corresponding period due to the shift in sales mix. AITX assets have increased over $1 million. It's really great to see that their net loss has decreased $5 million in the recent quarter versus last year. Page 32 shows that the direct sales of goods and services have increased 507% over the previous quarter. On August 15, 2021, the company entered into a memorandum of understanding with Ghost Robotics, whereby the company will modify and resell a Ghost Robotics product, V50, in development in exchange for the following. First, let's take a quick look at a video clip where Steve Reinhardt is introducing V50, which they're going to rename.
The community, our partners, our stakeholders are going to name our version of this device. So, there we go. Amazing, amazing. This is a product of our collaboration with Ghost Robotics out of Pennsylvania, obviously a competitor to Boston Dynamics. I'm not going to go through the technical line items of how I believe Ghost Robotics is superior to Boston Dynamics. Yes, I know, good boy. But I will share with you that our collaboration with Ghost Robotics is going to produce a unit slightly smaller than this, and built for commercial, okay? Built to be the proverbial junkyard dog that I hope to put in every warehouse, every lot, everywhere we possibly can. So this right here is, this is the military unit. This is called a Vision 60 device. Our unit is going to be kind of a commercial 50 device. But this is one of the ties back to RAD-G. Because although Ghost Robotics is doing, all the dog stuff, we're doing the security stuff.
Now let's talk more about AITX's agreement with Ghost Robotics. The company will pay Ghost a non-refundable marketing fee of $500,000 with $100,000 payable September 1st, 2021, with the remaining $400,000 to be paid in installments of $40,000 per month over the following 10 months commencing October 1st, 2021. The company will purchase $85,000 of other Ghost products for research and development purposes. This amount will be credited against future purchases of 6 V50s that the company will modify and resell. Ghost agrees not to sell its V50 to 3 specific customers for a 3-year period commencing after the first commercial sales of the V50. This is great to see that Ghost has agreed not to sell to AITX top customers. The company will rebrand their modified version of the V50 and be responsible for its testing and support. I'm looking forward to seeing the rebranded version of this V50. Before we go back farther into the financial details, I wanted to give you a look into RAD 3.0 and a video clip on the redesigned Rosa.
So, the first one we're going to talk about is Rosin, right? We all know that we shipped our 100th Rosa last month or something like that, which is awesome. And I want to move over 1,000 of these things, right? Check this out, guys. Check this out. Beautiful, beautiful. I can't get over this thing. I can't get over it. Just as an example, we've got Rosa 180s, which is the Rosa that this unit replaces, hanging on some of the beams over here. So you guys can take a look and see, hey, That's where we came from. This is where we are today. This has more functionality. This has better screens. This has RAD-G internals. This is quicker to build, cheaper to manufacture, easier to ship. It's a massive improvement over what we have.
Now let's get back to AITX recent SEC filing. Page 33 shows the main results of operations for the 6 months ending August 2021 versus 2020. Here you can see the 404% increase in revenues, which we discussed already, but August 31st, 2021 had a huge negative income expense of $35 million. This was versus the negative $6,036,336 for 2020. The $29,265,037 decrease in other income was primarily due to the change in the fair value of derivatives, interest expense, and loss on the settlement of debt. But on a more positive note, we can again see how hard the AITX team is working in the fact that the device rentals are up 67% versus 2020, and the direct sales of goods and services were up an amazing 5,159%. October 21st, AITX raised Q3 FY 2022 revenue guidance. As previously disclosed, AITX through RAD is expected to close October 2021 with recurring monthly revenue, or RMR, of over $80,000. Nice. RAD's president, Mark Fulmer, said that sales activity has now accelerated to where they anticipate topping the 100,000 RMR milestone by the end of November 2021. Steve Reinhardt said, "This is such exciting progress for AITX. We expect significant revenue events before Q3 closes, and that there are several opportunities that are expected to generate revenue that would take the company to the $1 million point in Q3 revenue." This is incredibly exciting. Highlights in the article include high expectations of between $550,000 to $600,000 in non-recurring revenue in Q3 FY 2022 ending November 30th, 2021. The company expects ending the fiscal quarter in the strongest cash position ever. Q3 FY 2022 is expected to exceed Q3 FY 2021 by 250% to 310%. Q3 FY 2022 is expected to be the company's best quarter in its history. Steve R. said this expected revenue growth is based on RAD's existing sales pipeline and client reorders and does not take into consideration the revamped RAD 3.0 products that they will begin shipping by the end of the quarter. These incredible RAD 3.0 solutions are expected to be more profitable for AITX and be more popular with customers. I always love hearing from you, so please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about AITX. Also, see our AITX playlist for additional news. Also go here to review our playlist for penny stocks under $1.